Hi everyone, this is Makeup by Chanel Pen, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on all the e.l.f. products that I got last week. I'm going to be using everything from the Studio line, from the brushes and powders, to the original line, which is just the regular products in there. So, we're going to get started. The first thing I'm going to use, I already moisturized my skin. I didn't use any primer right now since I didn't buy it, and I want to keep everything in the e.l.f. Line today, so I'm just going to go straight to foundation. I'm going to be using from the original line. This is the e.l.f. All Over Cover Stick, and I got it in Toffee. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to put this all over my skin. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's see. Hope you guys can see this. I'm going to put a line like that here, 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 and here. And I always put a little bit on my eyes. So I know I look kind of crazy right now. Is that okay? So now I'm going to take my professional line brush here, the Studio line, I'm sorry. And this is the powder brush, but what I'm going to be using this for is to blend in the foundation. So let's get started. I'm going to buff it into the skin. It smells really good too. Kind of smells like a fruity, grapey color. If that makes sense. And if I'm looking every which way, I have mirrors set up like everywhere, so I can see. This brush is so soft. I love it. On the forehead here. And this product is really covers. It's quite, I don't want to say heavy, but it's really thick, and which I love thick concealers. So this is mostly like a full coverage type of foundation. I'm just blending it in, make sure I blend it all right. Making sure it's well blended. Oh, this brush is so soft. Love it. And if you need a little more coverage, you could just go back with the foundation and put it on. But I think that's just about it. I'm doing it very lightly. Doing it from different angles. Okay. Alrighty, so once the foundation's done, I'm going to take the concealer. Now, the thing about the e.l.f. concealers in the original line, I got Tone Toffee. It's crazy because the foundation stick that I got is actually a better color match for my dark skin tone, and but the concealer is actually kind of light, so I'm going to put it on even though it may not be my exact skin tone match. I just want to use everything that I've gotten from the line so you guys can see how to use it and everything like that. So I'm going to take the concealer. This is the Tone Correcting Concealer. And it comes in a little plush brush. And so I usually, where I put my concealer is, I only actually put it underneath my eyes, which I have Slightly darkened eye since I had my last child, so this is where I really like to conceal, so I look more bright-eyed and open instead of tired and sleepy. So I take my concealer and I put a little bit like this here, right underneath the eye here. Now you can see the color, just what I was talking about. And concealers, I always like to get the same tone as your skin tone. I don't like to be, one shade lighter or one shade darker or anything like that. When dealing just with a regular concealer, not the color correcting ones, but just a regular one, I like to have it, for it to be your exact same skin tone. So next, I'm going to use the concealer brush to blend this in, if I can find it. Okay, so this is the concealer brush from the Professional line. I keep saying Professional. Well, it is the Studio line. Looks like that here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend it in. Little tiny strokes. And actually this kind of blends right in. It's actually a very sheer concealer, so you will have to build the coverage on it. I'm actually cross-hatching, so I go down first. This is even when I do foundation using a foundation brush, I do the same method or technique, and then blend it out this way. Now you should take concealer all the way around the eye area here, just to have an even tone. And it also gives your shadows and everything something to stick onto. Okay, so that's concealer, and then I'm just going to take my powder brush that I used to rub in my foundation just to kind of blend it out more so it won't get in your little fine lines underneath your eyes. Okay. So next, we're going to powder to set in the foundation. So I am using the complexion brush here. All these brushes are very soft, and I really love them. The thing I love about them, since I've been using them the past couple of days, is that not once have anything shed. I even washed them when I first got them, and they haven't shed. So unlike my other brushes, more and more very expensive brushes, which shed on me, and not as soft as this. Okay, so I'm going to be using next is the clarifying pressed powder, and then I got in tone 4. Now this powder I really love. They made this powder with a golden yellow undertone with it instead of a red undertone. I have a golden undertone, and I know a lot of women don't just have red undertones, which a lot of makeup lines create their makeup with red undertones. So that's why I really love this, because it has that gold and gives you it brightens and everything, so it doesn't make you look dull and ashy. Okay, so I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to dip it in here, and I'm just going to conceal so I can get more of a matte finish. I love how light this is and how it just gives you just the right amount of color. And I always start from my forehead down when I put on powder. I don't know why, it's just something that I do. It just works for me. And I also do that on my clients also. So I love how that brightened my skin. Gave me like a boost of color. I mean, for $1, this is very good.